Well, taking off for my mom's. Just finished washing the car and I'm all... What the smokes? Did I friggin' forget to wash the top of this thing? Oh well. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Guys, I'm taking off from my mom's house. I'm going up for a wedding this weekend up in Northern California, and my mom's house is on the market. It was put on the market a couple of days ago. Got 11 people looking at it today, and I'm having some weird thoughts about that house. I'll tell you when I get up there. Alright guys, I'm taking off on my way, and I do mean me, just me. Monica's working today, and it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Monica, I love you. Elizabeth is at her friend's house, Rachel, she's over there today, and I'm going up by myself, so it's a long drive by myself, and it's friggin' hot today. Oh my god, I don't even have the air on yet in this car, so I gotta get going. Woo! Bye. Typical, as we start heading up the grapevine, bumper to bumper. Oh my god, bumper to bumper. All right. But you're too young to vote. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Alright, so I made it up here. It only took about 5 hours. And it was an easy drive. Really wasn't much traffic at all. Highway 5. Well, this is my parents' backyard. We moved here in 1975. I was a little kid, and I remember them building this house. We would come over on visits maybe every other weekend or something, and we watched them build it from the foundation all the way up to the finished house. And then we moved in, and I remember moving into a brand new house. You'll never forget something like that if you have the opportunity of moving into a brand new house. It's 1975. Yeah, I'm old. I lived here from 75 till about 89. I moved out. I lived with a friend of mine, John, and my sister, and we lived in Concord. And then after that, I had gotten married, and the reception was in this backyard. My first marriage, we had the reception in this backyard. As a matter of fact, I'm going to spin the camera around. And right over here was a band. We had a band that was here. And then over here, we had tables. We had tables here, 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 here. We had, I don't know, maybe 8, 10 tables. And it was a big thing. It was a big event, obviously. But that was in my past. But the day was a great day. So I just have all these memories of this house. It's on the market, and there's a really good chance someone's going to buy this house soon, because how could you beat this? I mean, you got this pool, you've got this big backyard, you got a gazebo, and wonderful neighbors too. They've been here just as long as we have. 4th of July parties, many parties, but yeah, actually a lot of the 4th of July parties were right over here at the Estrella's house. This place has so many memories, and this could be my last time here, because once I go back down south, back to Los Angeles, in a couple of weeks, we're moving to Colorado, so I may not get a chance or an opportunity to see this house. You know, I can only imagine what it was like for my mom. When we used to go back to Binghamton, New York, where my mom grew up, we would go back to the house that she lived in when she was a young girl. And this house was on North Arch Street in Binghamton. And I remember how we used to go by there and go, my mom would say, look, this is the house I grew up in. And now I remember being in that house because that's where my grandfather and my grandmother lived. But after they passed away, they eventually sold that house. But when we would go visit, we'd say, hey, that was the house. And I'm sure that my mom probably had that same feeling in your stomach, like, I grew up there. There's memories. There are so many memories there, just like there are here. In fact, I'm going to spin around. Okay, and this is a little pool area. Granted, that's pretty old, but and this stuff is all new. But I just remember being back here as a little kid. I remember being back here. I just remember we used to have a diving board. We had a diving board right there, and then they changed it out to some rocks. But this is the view. I spent many hours here. I mean, just look at that sunset, that view. I could sit out here for hours, just reading, having a cup of coffee in the morning. You know, people say that in life, you got to move on. You got to move forward because there's always new things ahead of you. And I agree with that. But like I said, it's something about being in a place that you're so familiar, where you have so many memories. You leave that lasting imprint in that location. And to know that somebody else will be having maybe the same feelings, maybe enjoying their new life in this house. in a way, it's kind of rewarding to know that somebody's going to enjoy that and hopefully have the same wonderful memories I did. But also in another way, you kind of want to hold on to that. So I guess that's why I'm making this vlog, is so I can look back, or my kids can look back someday and go, wow, I remember that. All right, welcome to the house. We're heading up the stairs. This is upstairs in the house where I grew up. This is my old bedroom right here. Obviously a Raiders fan. This is my mom's old desk. I'll eventually get this when everything is moved out. I had a Lamborghini poster up there growing up in the 80s. You can't see with the glare there. But yeah, these are built out bookshelves here that we had built when the house was built at the same time. I painted that in high school. You know, that's not bad. I actually did a pretty good job. I had some talent, some creative talent. This is, well, my sister's old room, but then it was turned into, my mom called a Victorian room. And, yeah, Monique and I stayed here quite often when we would come up to visit. And then, of course, when we had Elizabeth, we would stay here. There's a little bathroom right up here. And then this is my mom and dad's bedroom. We've got all the mirrors, the mirrored closets. And oh, lighting, thank you. And that, let's see this. They got this this bathroom redone over here. This is very cool, the way that they got this done. This tile work. So, all right, let's head downstairs and we'll look at some more stuff. All right, going down the stairs here. This is the entryway and the dining room, which is like a time capsule in here. It's been like this, obviously. Green carpet's been here since the 70s. But everything is kept so nice and so clean. These are Thomas Kincaid paintings. I got that for my mom and dad for Christmas one year. And my sister got that for my mom and dad one year. This is the dining room area. And we used to have our Christmas tree right over here. And then this is the dining room. I guess this is technically the dining room. So then what is this called? The living room? No. Yeah, I guess this is the living room. This is the living room. The family room's down there. And this is the dining room. Oh, so this is the dining room. That's an old gag with my folks. And actually, this right here was the inspiration for the tattoo on my back. You guys didn't know that, did you? And this is the kitchen here. Just kind of winging it around here real quick. Don't want you guys to get too bored if you don't know me too well and you've never seen this and you think, I don't care, why would I want to see that? Well, I'll eventually like to look back at this and go, yeah, wonderful memories there in this entire house. And oh, all the pictures are taken down. I guess that's the thing, of course. You have to take down all the pictures of yourself and your family inside the house, so nobody knows who lives here, I guess. We'll come down here real quick. Yours truly made that in, I don't know what, 3rd grade? And now this carpet's brand new. There used to be, actually originally there was a shag carpet from the 70s, and then that was taken out, and then there was a white Berber carpet, but then that thing, good Lord, it eventually got dirty, you know. That happens with white carpets. And so this is the view here. When I was a little kid, I used to be able to squeeze between there And then my niece and nephew, when they were little kids, they used to squeeze between there. Now none of us can. Although Elizabeth, she's obviously been here and she can squeeze in between there. So I guess that was the rite of passage. When you're a little kid, you got to squeeze between there. And let's see the lighting here. This is the fireplace. Many wonderful cold evenings in the winter had fires in there. So quick story, real quick. So when we were little kids, my dad, who worked at KNEW Radio, they had the teletypes, the long paper. Well, when my sister and I, we knew that Santa Claus would be coming down here, and we were worried with the carpets that we had that it would get completely dirty. So my dad came up with an idea, and he got a whole bunch of the rolled paper, and he brought it out from here, and he rolled it all the way up here, down here, up there, and then over to there where the Christmas tree was. And so when Christmas morning came, we woke up, and there were dirty boot prints on the paper all the way up there. Oh my gosh. You never have the biggest, most loving filled heart ever when you see something like that as a little kid. It's bringing back some memories right now, and it was pretty wonderful growing up in this house. I'm not going to get emotional. I told myself I wouldn't, but yeah, many great memories. So let's take a look around a little bit more, okay? This is the fourth bedroom. We called it the fourth bedroom, but it's a den. Well, there's wallpaper on there, but it's coming off. But it had that leather look, which was always kind of cool. This is the very rustic room. Little story, quick story. Right after my dad passed, there's a picture over here of my dad. And Monica was sitting here, and I was sitting here. And we found out when we were in Southern California that my dad had passed. We drove up that night, and it was either the next day or that night. And that lamp fell down and fell on the floor, and the picture had fallen on it. And there's absolutely no way that a picture leaning this way on the wall is going to force itself over this way, hit the lamp with enough force to knock it down. We knew that that was my dad. It had to have been. There's no way. An earthquake would not have knocked that down. If there was a picture there, the picture would have slid this way, but it fell over this way. I saw it, blink of an eye, saw the corner of my eye fly over, hit that lamp, and fall down. Literally, it was either that same day or the next day that happened. And I said, holy smokes, this bathroom is always cool. I've always enjoyed this bathroom. Let me turn on the fan. It may get a little noisy here. There's an old-time toilet and a mirror, old-time mirror, stained glass. Everything's wood in here. Just a great place to grow up, to be honest with you. Great place to grow up. So there it is. There's the house I grew up in. And I'm going to go to the garage, and we're going to take a peek at something, and then we're taking off. Real quick, just wanted to show, this is my mom's. Actually, it's my dad's old car. Little BMW Z3. Car still runs great. I think 2000 is the year. But, yeah, my mom doesn't drive it anymore. And this is something I wanted to see here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is, down here. Let me move these. So, when my sister and I and the neighbor kids, obviously, as you can see, I had to get down on my knee because, well, we were little kids. We used to write here, Paula plus Danny, and we used to write our names, and then we'd try to write it backwards. So this is Heather, and Heather backwards. This is Kurt, and Kurt backwards. Todd, and Todd backwards. Todd has passed away. That was in 2008. There's Matt, and Matt backwards, and then Matt Rules, and then Todd wrote Todd Rules. And Paula, and she wrote Paula Rules, and there's Paula backwards. And then it looks like it says, I don't know. Christina and Christina backwards, and Russell backwards. Well, these are all the neighbor kids I grew up with on our street. Somebody ruled, I didn't know who. And these are all my sister, Todd, next door neighbor, Christina on the other side of us, Russell down the street, Kurt down at the bottom, Heather, and what is this one? Oh, Kim. Looks like it says Kim. Kim and Kim backwards. So there you go. Memories right there. Little kids. Just being kids. Alright. So I'm off. Back down to LA. And a couple weeks we'll be off to Colorado. And then I'll be coming back to grab all that stuff in a van. And then head to Colorado. So, alright. Bye-bye. Is there a way maybe that I could win the lottery or something? If I won the lottery, I could buy that house from my mom. and I could keep my family there. I would do that. This is such a great town. I love this town. And with that, I thank you for watching. Click the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys checking us out. And we'll see you here in the next one. Take care. Birthday thing.
No, we don't sing. I'll sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Paul. Happy birthday to us.
And many more.